I shall now deal with the direct taxes. Last year I provided relief to individual taxpayers by enhancing the exemption limit as a move towards DTC rates. Although DTC will not be effective from this year, I propose to introduce the DTC rates as original. For personal income tax, I propose to enhance the exemption limit for general category of individual taxpayers from 1,80,000 to rupees 2 lakh. These measures will provide tax relief up to 2,000 to every taxpayer of this category. I also propose to raise the upper limit of the 20% tax slab from 8 lakh to 10 lakh. The proposed personal income tax slabs are as follows. Income up to rupees 2 lakh, nil. Income above 2 lakh and up to 5 lakh, 10%. Income above 5 lakh and up to 10 lakh, 20%. Income above 10 lakh, 30%. These changes will provide substantial relief to the taxpayers. I propose to allow individual taxpayers a deduction up to rupees 10,000 for interest from the savings bank accounts. This would help a large number of small taxpayers with salary incomes up to rupees 5 lakh and interest from savings bank accounts up to rupees 10,000, as they would not be required to file income tax returns. Within the existing limit of deduction allowed for the health insurance, I propose to allow a deduction up to 5,000 for preventive health checkup. Senior citizens who do not have any income from business are proposed to be exempted from the payment of advance tax. This will reduce their compliance burden. In the case of corporates, I am not proposing any change in the tax rates. However, I propose certain measures to allow corporates to access lower cost funds and to promote higher level of investment in several sectors. In order to provide the low cost funds to some stressed infrastructure sector, the rate of withholding tax on interest payment on external commercial borrowing is proposed to be reduced from 20% to 5% for 3 years. These sectors are power, airline, roads and bridges, port and shipyards, affordable houses, fertilizer and dams. The restrictions on venture capital funds to invest only in the 9 specified sectors is proposed to be removed. It is further proposed to remove the cascading effect of the dividend distribution tax in a multi-tier corporate structure. I also propose to continue to allow repatriation of the dividends from the foreign subsidiaries of Indian companies to India at a lower tax rate of 15% as against the tax rate of 30% for 1 more year, that is up to 31st March 2013. Investment links deduction of the capital expenditure incurred in the following business is proposed to be provided at the enhanced rate of 150% as against the current rate of 100%. Cold chain facility, warehouses for storage of food grains, hospitals, fertilizers, affordable housing. The following new sectors are proposed to be added to the purposes of investment-linked deduction: beekeeping and production of honey and beeswax, container freight station and inland container depot, warehousing for the storage of sugar. To promote investment in research and development, it is proposed to extend the weighted deduction of 200% for research and development expenditure in an in-house facility beyond 31st March 2012 for a further period of 5 years. I also propose to provide weighted deduction of 150% on expenditure incurred for agri-extension services in order to facilitate growth in the agriculture sector. For the power sector, besides access to low-cost funds, as outlined above, I also propose extension of the sunset date by 1 year for power sector's undertaking so that they can be set up on or before 31st March 2013 for claiming 100% deductions of profits for 10 years. Additional depreciation of 20% in initial years is proposed to be extended new assets acquired by the power generation company. For small and medium enterprises, the turnover limit for compulsory tax audit of accounts as well as presumptive taxation is proposed to be raised from 60 lakh to rupees 1 crore. In order to augment funds for SMEs, I propose to exempt capital gains tax on sale of a residential property if the sale consideration is used for subscription in equity of a manufacturing SME company for purchase of the new plant and machinery. Considering the shortage of the skilled manpower in the manufacturing sector and to generate employment, I propose to provide weighted deduction at the rate of 150% for expenditure incurred on skill development in the manufacturing sector in accordance with the specified guidelines. In order to reduce the transaction costs in the capital markets, I propose reduction in the securities transaction tax by 20% from 0.125% to 0.1% on each delivery transaction. In order to moderate the outgo on profit-linked deductions, I propose to extend the levy of alternative minimum tax on all persons other than companies claiming profit-linked deduction.